Hello and welcome to another exciting night of Panther basketball here on OCA Media, live on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. I'm Luke Marx. Alongside me is Cole Krueger, bringing you an action-packed game here on OCA Media Sports. Tonight we have a special double-header coming at you in a Christmas tournament. First, we start our things off with the fellas on the court here. Panthers taking on the Edgerton Crimson Tide in this early start on this afternoon, on a Thursday afternoon in the winter break Christmas tournament. Later on, we'll have the Lady Panthers taking on the Westosha Central Falcons. But for now, it is the boys who last left us off with a win last Friday. That one, of course, was over MG. Big win against them, and Panthers looking to continue their winning ways. Their last 3 games, last 4, I believe, actually have been W's for them, now at 5-3 overall. Panthers definitely doing a good job as of late. Cole, what do you look forward to in this one?
Well, I look forward to the Panthers continuing their hot streak. They won 5 of their last 6, and I look forward to see them continue to keep everybody involved. Henry Kreckman coming off back-to-back double-doubles. He's going to be an X factor in this game against an Edgerton team that doesn't have a lot of height against them. Panthers are, for one of the first times this season, may have the height advantage against their opponent. So it's going to be interesting to see how some of these players like Ryan Dins and Grant Wolank, who have started to heat things up lately, are going to perform today.
Yeah, Cole, before we go any further, I'd now like to thank our sponsors who help make this OCA Media Sports exclusive broadcast possible with their generous support. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. The Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard, we're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. By Culver's of Oregon, Stoughton Health, and your local pizza pit. Taurus Insurance is our scoreboard sponsor once again this year. Taurus Insurance, specializing in personal, business, and life insurance. Locally owned since 1978. Well, now with only a couple of minutes until game time, Cole, of course, as we talked about, Panthers coming off a couple of W's. Edgerton, how has their season looked so far?
Well, Edgerton is 6-1 and tied for first in the Rock Valley Rock Division. So I believe they're a D3 school. Correct me if I'm wrong, Luke.
I do believe you're right.
So
basketball D3.
And they've been blowing out a lot of their opponents. They haven't played a lot of good teams yet, so it should be a good matchup for the Panthers.
Yeah, again, this is one that reminds me of something that we've seen a lot this year from the Lady Panthers, is a lower division opponent, but a good lower division opponent. A team that is D3, D4, but a team that's going to be a challenger for a state championship at that level, or at least to go deep into the playoffs. And we've seen a lot of that out of the ladies this year, and this is really the boys' first matchup against a lower division team this year, other than Stoughton.
Yes.
And MG, but other than that, like, those are Division II teams. Edgerton immensely smaller than Oregon, but yet again, we talk about they're a talented squad. They have 3 guys who average over 13 a game, and they're just getting Preston Schaffner going. He has been really good in his varsity career at Edgerton. I remember calling a game our sophomore year when Preston Schaffner gave the Panthers 35 points. And that was the year the Panthers made it to the sectional final rather easily as a 2 seed. They were really good, and Preston Schaffner, on an Edgerton team that was not looking too good, almost caused a major upset in the middle of like a 15-game Panther winning streak. So he is the X factor for this team, and if they can get him going, the Crimson Tide are going to look very strong the rest of the way.
Yeah, he's very talented, and to go along with their other 3 scorers, Leighton McKillips, Bryce Appeal, and Olin Zellmer are all averaging over 13 points. So they're going to give the Panthers a lot of fits today, I think, Luke.
We talk about how small this Edgerton team is. It tells you a very interesting story. We got the 6'3" Preston Schaffner listed as a guard and a 6'3" center, Bryce Appel. So this team, their tallest player, they've got 4 guys listed at 6'3", and that's their tallest. Shortest player looks to be about 5'10" listed, so a very mid-range of heights on this team. Nobody is too tall, but same can be said for the Panthers. Of course, Carvalho, we'll see who matches up with him tonight, being that he's going to be the tallest player on the court. Well, now we'll pass it over to our PA announcer here as we take a break.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to Oregon High School for today's non-conference basketball matchup between the Edgerton Crimson Tide and your Oregon Panthers. Edgerton High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of Oregon Athletic Director Brittany Spencer Grant, good luck to all coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy today's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. We'd also like to thank today's officials, Jeff Rowan, Jeff Hartle, and Ken Welter. Thank you for your continued efforts in supporting high school athletics. And now, here are your starting lineup for today's game. First, for the visitors from Edgerton. A junior, number 3, Alan Zellmer. A senior, number 5, Preston Schaffner. A senior, number 12, Leighton McKillops. A junior, number 24, Jack Fox. And a junior, number 45, Bryce Apple. The Crimson Tide are coached by Daryl Fox. And now the starting lineup for your Oregon Panthers. At forward, a 6'6" senior, number 3, Henry Kreckman. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 12, Grant Wolonek. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 21, Nolan Erfurth. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 22, Ryan Dins. And at forward, a 6'6" sophomore, number 24, Varn Carvala. The Panthers are coached by Chris Siebert.
Ethan Ullman doing it there on the PA announcer, 2021 graduate of Oregon High School. Well, here we are, Christmas tournament, ready to get underway, at least in the Panther side of things. Just had a game go final here at Oregon High School. Was Monroe versus Sauk Prairie in the boys division of the tournament. Panthers will see Sauk Prairie tomorrow. Of course, we are very familiar with Monroe. Been in the conference for a while as we get things underway. Carvala crashing to the rack, through pass to Dins, gonna try a 3. Leaves it short, Kreckman offensive board, and he's blocking the foul, but Erfurth picks the pocket and throws that one out of bounds.
Bad turnover to start the game for the Panthers, something that they have not done over the last 2 games.
Get into the offense here with Alan Zellmer, one of 3 Crimson Tide players in double digits for scoring. Going to work now, Jack Fox, guarded by Walling. Kick back to Zellmer, now it's Fox in the corner. 2-man game here, spinning is Zellmer, stepping through on Dins with the right hand, finishes for 2, and Edgerton on the board first. Kreckman will get into the offense, finds Carvala. Right wing, they want Dins, now they swing to Kreckman all the way over to Erfurth. Erfurth going baseline, through passes, picked by Zellmer. Second turnover in as many possessions for the Panthers. Kick to the corner there, that's Leighton McKillops spinning on Erfurth. McKillops, their most prolific scorer. Kreckman takes that one away off the turnover. Carvala gonna try a 3 here, no good. That'll go off the top of the mechanism that brings the hoop up and down, and it'll be out of bounds to Edgerton.
Von Carvala has really struggled from 3 this year, shooting at just about 15%. Shot 2 for 11 against MG on Friday.
Here's Zellmer, he swings over to McKellips. Here looking good, triple is good. Bryce Appel knocks it through, and it's 5-0 Edgerton. Panthers got to find their groove offensively here. It's Kreckman. He'll try a three of his own. No good. Panthers as a team have not shot the three particularly well this season. Something they have to continue to work on. Here's Preston Schaffner. Swings to McKillips. The drive, the finish, and one. That's Jack Fox. Scoop reverse lay. Caden Diaz checking in here. Edgerton now up 7-0. Scoreboard has yet to change. There it is.
The Panthers' last two games, they got off to some really hot starts. They were up 11-0 at one point in their last week's game against McFarland, but the Crimson Tide flipping the script on them today.
Free throw is good there, and the three-point play completed from Jack Fox. Here's Diaz for the Panthers. Screen set by Carvalho. Working left, it's Diaz, finds Kreckman in the corner. Does Wallenk. Here is Wallenk. Swings to Carvalho. Wallenk steps out, now swings to Erfurth. Erfurth will hand to Kreckman. Henry going to create, now finds Carvalho. Carvalho thought about another three. Doesn't get the look he wants, now finds Diaz. Diaz a comfortable shooter in his own right. Long possession here, it's Kreckman. He hands to Carvalho. Carvalho spinning, finds a double team, kick to Kreckman, swing to Erfurth. Erfurth through traffic, through to Diaz. Wide open, corner three is good. And the first points on the board after rattling around. Caden Diaz knocks home the triple. Here is McKillips. Finds Fox, back to McKillips here. Kick to Preston Schaffner. He's guarded by Carvalho. Back to Fox. He works through the much bigger Wallenk, but finishes nonetheless. Jack Fox leading Edgerton in scoring with 5 right now. Here's Erfurth. He swings to Diaz. Now over to the corner. It's Kreckman. Henry Kreckman swings back to Erfurth. Erfurth will dribble inside. Through pass to Kreckman. Pump fake there, now it's Wallenk. He swings back their way. Erfurth in the right corner. Panthers moving the ball. Carvalho gonna try a three, buries it. Vaughn Carvalho, the triple is good. Panthers now.
Panthers looking for a stop here. They've just been letting Edgerton just shoot at will almost.
Here's Zelmer, swings to Fox. Fox again works on Wallenk, kicks to the corner. Here's McKillips, now back to Fox and the swing to Zelmer. Zelmer goes inside past Diaz, but what a block from Diaz. Caden Diaz, 6'4" on the much smaller Alan Zelmer. Kreckman gonna try another three now, this time no good. Diaz tips it, but it falls into Zelmer's hands. Alan Zelmer listed at 5'11", so Caden Diaz with an almost half of a foot size advantage. Miss there from McKillips. Wallenk will run in transition, dribbles off his own foot out of bounds.
And now those are the kind of plays that over the last couple of weeks the Panthers have kind of cut down. They started the season, they had a lot of bad turnovers over the last couple of games. Finally started to get rid of those bad turnovers, and they have about 3 of them to start this game through the first 5 minutes.
Sophomore for sophomore sub there as Mason Hoffer checks in for Nolan Erfurth. Still no subs off that bench for Edgerton. Here's a shot from Alan Zelmer is good on the leaning fade from the right elbow. Zelmer now with 4. Here's Diaz with it. He works and kicks to Kreckman. Finds Mason Hoffer. Hoffer steps out, gives to Kreckman. Now Diaz, shoulder fake, goes baseline, has to throw all the way over the top to Vaughn Carvalho. Hoffer gonna try a three, leaves it short. Zelmer the rebound in transition, and that's gonna be a carry by Jack Fox. Costly turnover for Edgerton. Had an opportunity in transition to get 2 more points on that Tourist Insurance scoreboard, did not find it there. Here's Diaz. He's working on Zelmer, hands off to Kreckman on the cut. Kreckman is blocked there by Bryce Appel. Back in transition again come the Crimson Tide with Appel. He leaves that one short. Rebound will go to Kreckman. He will find Diaz. Again in transition, the Panthers run. Now they're forced to slow down and get into more of a set look on offense. It's Hoffer, triple, no good. Another Shot left short. Preston Schaffner comes up with the rebound. He will run in transition and find Alan Zellmer. Here is Schaffner. Thought about the three, now works. Mid-range pull-up is good. Preston Schaffner. That's a shot he loves to go to off the dribble for Preston Schaffner from the block, and there's 2 points for number 5 of Edgerton. Carvala in transition, kicks to Diaz. Wide open corner three, no good. Hoffer battling for the rebound, but Bryce Appel comes up with it. Hoffer gets in the way of the easy pass there. Now Diaz in transition. Kreckman can't handle it. Got to keep it in bounds. He does. Panthers in trouble. Carvalho just going to try a three and leaves that one wide. Rebound to Alan Zellmer.
Panthers are shooting way too many threes, like you said.
Hoffer picks off a very easy one in transition. Now finished with the left hand, Mason Hoffer. 2 steals on back-to-back possessions. Points rewarded to him that time.
Great play by Mason Hoffer, trying to get this Panther team going.
Hoffer, a smart young player for these Panthers, just a sophomore. Here's Alan Zellmer again working on Diaz. Finds Jack Fox. Now it's going to be a shot for McKillips, and he buries that one on Mason Hoffer.
Crimson Tide are just making all these tough shots. Panthers have no answer for it.
There's been very few possessions where Edgerton has not come away with points. Here's Wallenk. Edgerton moves into more of a zone look here. Kind of a 3-2. Wallenk gets the block, gets to his spot and finishes.
Set up by a good pass by Diaz. Great find.
That's how you beat a zone right there. You get to the spot and you get the finish. Find the weak points and exploit them. Schaffner will hand off to McKillips. Now they find Jack Fox. And he travels, looking very uncomfortable with the basketball in his hands. Carson Handman will take the place of Henry Kreckman here. Cole Langer into the game, as well as Vinny Fox. Same with Drew Gunderson. As Schaffner, Appel, and McKillips go to the bench. Here is Diaz. He finds Hanneman. Extra to Wallenk. Wallenk's three is good. Grant Wallenk dials up a three, puts it through. Lead down to 3 for Edgerton now. Panthers roaring these last couple of possessions. Here is a floater, no good from Zillmer. Diaz comes up with a rebound. Running in transition, it's Hanneman. He goes the extra to Hanneman. Good find to Wallenk, who goes through traffic, kicks to Carvala, goes baseline. Good cut from Hanneman. What a find to Hoffer. Extra to Wallenk. Lots of ball movement, and Wallenk is fouled by Cole Langer on the way up. 2 free throws coming.
Grant Wallenk is a guy that had a bit of a slow start scoring on this season, but as of late over the last few games has really gotten it going. He's been a great piece for this Panthers offense.
Grant leading the team in scoring right now with 5. A chance to extend that. The free throw line misses the front end. Second free throw now from Wallenk will also miss, and so he goes 0 for 2 at the line. Gunderson ahead to Fox now. Panthers scrambling a bit defensively. Gunderson claims the loose ball and finds Jack Fox. He hands off to Zellmer. Zellmer working on Hanneman, spinning. Now the kick to the corner. It's Jack Fox. He drives baseline. Gets Carvala in the air and is fouled. 2 free throws coming for Jack Fox. They get Diaz on the hand there. Jack Fox, chance to get the lead back to 5 for Edgerton here. Hoffer and Wallenk check out there as Kreckman and Earthworth come back in, and the rebound tipped by 2 different Panthers ends up in the hands of Alan Zellmer, and a offensive foul committed there by Edgerton will give the Panthers the ball back. Sub coming in here for Edgerton as Cole Langer hits the bench. Fred Geiger-Kittle into the game for Edgerton. Carvala working at the elbow, forced to kick to Hanneman, extra to Kreckman. Back to Carvala here. Carvala quiet so far, only with 3. Here is Diaz working in transition, flips that one up with the right hand, and it falls. Caden Diaz now with 5. Here's Gunderson. He kicks to Allen Zelmer. Zelmer to Fox now. These two started for Edgerton, have yet to come out of the game 10 minutes in. Hanneman all over Vinny Fox here. Pressuring the ball very well. Timeout, Edgerton. Carson Hanneman clamping up. Rather not a timeout. Must have called something there.
Panthers defense after the timeout, yeah, just stifling out of the break.
1 point game as the Panthers get back into it here with Diaz. Screen comes from Carvala. The slip, Diaz gonna try a 3. It's good. Now timeout, Edgerton. As Diaz knocks it through, he's up to 8 of the 18 Panther points. They take their first lead. It is 18-16 at the break.
And that is what the Panthers missed with Caden Diaz out for those 5 games. They just didn't have a solid second scorer to complement Vaughn Carvala. And now that he's back, the Panthers have just been playing lights out. Good to see.
Yeah, Panthers have done an amazing job ever since Caden Diaz has returned to the lineup. And it's just what you want to see, as Caden Diaz didn't have the junior year he was hoping to have. So senior year coming off the bench right now, I do expect him to perhaps find his way back into the starting lineup at some point, perhaps if not during the regular season, maybe just during the playoffs for a bit of a more playoff experienced player than Ryan Dins. But Dins has been great in his own right.
And he's now 2nd in points per game for the Panthers this year, Caden Diaz.
6th man of the year in the Badger Conference. There's the slip in the lay. Leighton McKillop's in the back cut out of the timeout. As Zelmer will take his first rest. Erfurth finds Carvala. Carvala goes right on Fox, now spinning. Carvala in trouble, travels. Bryce Appel will come back in for Fred Geiger-Kittle here. Here's Gunderson working on Diaz, hands to Leighton McKillops. Erfurth sliding with them, loses his footing, and McKillops misses the lay. Panthers running with Kreckman. A hand to Diaz. He goes baseline, flipping up with the left, and a good tough finish by Caden Diaz there on the runner. The extra into the corner. Jack Fox's 3's no good. Hanneman grabs the rebound. Panthers again will run in transition with Carvala. He goes ahead to Erfurth. Erfurth at the block, kicks to Kreckman. Extra in the corner for Hanneman. Going baseline, he is fouled. That's going to go against Drew Gunderson. Zach Paulus will check in here, as well as Zelmer back in for Zelmer and Schaffner in for Edgerton. Carvala takes a seat for Oregon. Gunderson and Vinny Fox take a seat for Edgerton. Crimson Tide led all the way. Panthers now roaring offensively lately due to Caden Diaz, already in double digits with 10. Erfurth works, finds Kreckman. Sagging off massively, Bryce Appel. Here is Kreckman, gonna try a 3 again, no good. Just missed that time. Again, not quite strong enough. Here's McKillops, he works on Erfurth. Known for the stifling defender. Kreckman knocks that one out of the hands. Appel steps through contact and forced to kick back out to McKillops. Another drive, spin from Zelmer, working on Hanneman, and a foul on the way up will go against Carson Hanneman. 2 free throws coming for Allen Zelmer. Dins and Carvala will check back in here after the front end from Zelmer. Front end will rattle through. Hanneman and Erfurth will take some rest here for Oregon. Second one good as well. Kreckman yet to break into the score sheet today for the Panthers. Recorded consecutive double-doubles, but quiet so far, at least on the scoring end. Has been a good job still on the glass, which is what the Panthers need from him as the center of this team. Here is Carvalho. Finds Paulus. Now the handoff to Diaz is tipped and stolen away by Edgerton. Back come the Crimson Tide now. Chance to take the lead back for the first time. Here's Elmer. He hands off on the cut to Jack Fox.
Crimson Tide have had some very good ball movement throughout the first half, and it's killed the Panthers so far, getting a lot of easy looks.
Doing a good job with slips and back cuts. Panthers not responding well. Kreckman, a bad miss there. Paulus can't get the follow to go. Third time, blocked away by Appel. Kreckman again, fourth chance again, blocked by Appel, but again, it'll stay with Oregon. Wallenk will come in for Paulus here. They get it into Carvalho. Carvalho working on Preston Schaffner. Will flip it up with the right hand, is fouled. 2 free throws coming for number 24 of Oregon. Was fouled by Bryce Appel. Front end will go through. Erfurth will check back in here for Oregon. Takes Diaz's place. A great first shift from Caden Diaz. 10 points leading the way for Oregon. Carvalho knocks that one through. We're back to a tie game here at Oregon High School. It's 22-all. They're going to bring the double. Wide open is Preston Schaffner with an easy lay.
It was set up by the no-look pass by Zellmer. Great find.
Double came. It was a 3-on-4 elsewhere. Here's Erfurth with the right again, blocked by Appel. Bryce Appel at just 6'3" has done a great job being the enforcer for Edgerton today. Blocked plenty of shots. Schaffner hands to Jack Fox. Fox flips that back outside to McKillips. McKillips works on Erfurth. Good cut. Schaffner the finish again.
Great ball movement by the Crimson Tide, continuing to kill the Panthers on the defensive end.
Again, these slips from and back cuts have just been killing the Panthers right now. Here's Erfurth, kicks outside to Carvalho. Carvalho finds Jack Fox on him. He goes to Kreckman at the free throw line. Henry Kreckman will create, kick to the corner for Wallenk. Wallenk with 5 for Oregon right now. Hands back to Kreckman. Here's Wallenk, working, finds Kreck. Kreckman dribbles through, now finds Dins. Outside to Carvalho, gonna try another 3. Another one is good. Vaughn Carvalho the triple. Cuts the Edgerton lead to 1. Wide open there is Jack Fox. Passes up the open 3. Here's Bryce Appel. McKillips catches the pass there, not working. Fall away from the mid-range, no good. And a miss there from Edgerton. Panthers get the stop they were looking for. Chance to grab the lead back here. It's Wallenk, kicks to Carvalho. Vaughn, another heat check 3 is good. Vaughn Carvalho, when he is feeling it, he is tough to stop from 3.
He's made 3 so far today. He only made 2 Friday night against MG.
Carvalho there goes flying into Jack Fox. That's Grant Wallenk, rather. Flying into Fox. Hoffer will sub in. Kreckman will take a seat. Cole Anger and Drew Coombs into the game as Fox and McKillips check out. Inbounds it goes to Preston Schaffner. Now they find Zellmer. Zellmer working on Dins inside. Right hand is good. Here is Carvalho. He finds Hoffer. The runner inside. Carvalho flips it up, no good. Offensive rebound putback is good. Carvalho up to 13 now.
8 straight.
Yep, that's right. 8 straight on the last 3 possessions. Gets the Panthers the lead back. Wide open, it's Appel. We'll try a three, no good. Walling comes up with the board. Last 3 minutes and change here, the first half. It's Carvala again, working, stepping through pressure, is fouled on the way up. Vaughn Carvala getting to the basket any way he can.
Edgerton doesn't really have a guy with good enough size to guard Carvala, really. They have a few guys, like you said, Luke, that are 6'3", but Vaughn Carvala just towering over them at 6'6".
This is the front end, however. Here's Diaz, he'll take Dins' place. Vinny Fox back into the game, will take the place of Cole Langer. Quick shift for Cole. Carvala puts the second through. Has himself up to 13. Double comes there, no look, pass, extra. Vinny Fox blocked by Mason Hoffer. Diaz comes up with the rebound. Here he comes. Works left, through to Wallenk. Wallenk in traffic, travels. Tough there for the Panthers, number 12. On Carvala up to 14 Panther points here in the first half. Scoring at will in these last couple of minutes. It's Zelmer, he kicks to Schaffner. Panthers again, they know Schaffner very well. Missed there again from Fox on the three. It's Carvala running in transition. Carvala working on Fox, finds Diaz, good cut. Caden Diaz finishes. Assist to Carvala. Time out Edgerton. Panthers lead by 5. And it's been all Caden Diaz and Vaughn Carvala. Just what we expected this year to see from Oregon. 14 and 12 respectively from Carvala and Diaz.
And the Panthers have started to kind of pressure the Crimson Tide, starting to open up in a little bit of a press, and it's forced some bad passes. And so far, the Panthers have come storming back after a bit of a rough start.
Started down 8-0, 33-20 cents. Crackman back into the game as well as Jack Fox. Here's Alan Zelmer, he'll work on Erfurth. Goes right to Fox, 24 on 24 there, Fox and Carvala. Gives up to Appel, now back to Zelmer. That one kicked by Carvala. It'll be side out. Fox gives to Vinny, or I should say gives to Drew Coombs. Here's Zelmer, he works now. Finds Schaffner, back to Zelmer and Appel. Lots of ball movement from the Crimson Tide, and the travel from Bryce Appel, and he is fired up about it. Sub here will come in, Drew Gunderson. Take the place there of Drew Coombs. Ryan Dins in for Erfurth. Carson Hanneman will take the place of Henry Kreckman. Zone look here from Edgerton. That is a 3, or I should say a 2-3 zone. Hoffer and Diaz. Now the kick to Dins, extra to Carvala. Pressure there in the corner from Jack Fox to give to Diaz. Panthers got to find the chink in the armor. Hofer swings to Diaz inside, now to Hanneman. Finds Carvala, step out for three. Carvala can't find it. Hanneman, the offensive rebound, is blocked away there by Alan Zellman. Back the other way comes Edgerton with Drew Gunderson. He finds Jack Fox. They work right. Drive by Zellmer. Last 35 seconds to go in the half. Schaffner hands to Gunderson. Gunderson works inside on Hanneman. Back outside now, forced by Hanneman. The drag by Jack Fox. He gives to Zellmer. Panthers stifling defensively. Last 15 to go in the half. What will we see here? It's Jack Fox, clock to 5. Schaffner gives to Zellmer. Zellmer gonna try a three, no good, and we'll end the half there. Panthers hold for the last 30 seconds. Edgerton does not get a single comfortable look, and we go to halftime. It's 33-28 Oregon. Welcome back in here in half number 2 at Oregon High School, and as we get back underway, it is 33-28 Panthers leading the Crimson Tide out of halftime. Before we get too deep into our second half, I'd once again like to thank our sponsors who make this exclusive OCA Media sports broadcast possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. And by Culvers of Oregon, Stoughton Health, and your local pizza pit. A big thank you to Tourist Insurance, our scoreboard sponsor for Panther basketball this season. Tourist Insurance, specializing in personal, business, and life insurance. Locally owned since 1978. Support from local businesses helps OCA Media bring you tonight's game and many other locally produced programs. Please consider becoming a sponsor. Just visit our website for more information at ocamedia.com. Well, Cole, as we get closer here to half number 2, what were your thoughts on half number 1, and what do you expect to see in half number 2?
Well, it was great to see Caden Diaz and Vaughn Carvilla combine for 26 of the 33 Oregon points. And Caden Diaz, a known very talented shooter, but he did a great job of attacking the basket. 6 points from attacking the rim. And for Edgerton, they gave the Panthers a lot of fits in the first half with great ball movement and great passing, but we saw the Panthers kind of clamp down. They started getting into their press. I expect them to open up with that and to continue turning the Crimson Tide over like they did at the end of the first half.
Last minute and a half until we get ready for a second half. Edgerton still yet to come out of the locker room here. Getting a longer halftime speech. Getting those boys prepared for a second half.
Yeah, despite the first kind of 5 or 6 minutes of the first half, Edgerton kind of was a little slow coming out of their set offense. And now here they come.
There's the 1-minute buzzer. Here they come out of the locker room.
Edgerton started out on an 8-0 run, and after that, Oregon kind of had their way with the Crimson Tide. We'll see what happens here in the second half.
That we will. It'll be no warm-up shots for these Crimson Tide. They'll just go right into half number 2. The snow outside. We're inside here at Oregon High School. Last 30 seconds before we come out of break. First real snow of the year, Cole, out there.
Yeah, it took a while. I was a little disappointed. No Christmas with no snow, but finally getting some now.
A little 55-degree Christmas. Nothing like this Wisconsin weather. So wishy-washy.
They'll throw you in for a loop.
Second half, it will be Edgerton basketball to start us out as we get ready to get underway. Get underway here in half number 2. It's Bryce Appel working through. Kreckman flips it up, no good. In transition, it's Carvilla ahead to Walling. Back to Carvilla now. Through traffic, finish with the right and one. Count the basket and the foul. Misses there. Working are the Crimson Tide with Fox, swings to Appel, back to Olin Zellmer. Here is Schaffner working, spinning, Kicks out to Zelmer now. Back to Schaffner. Gonna try a three, no good. Carvala can't come up with the rebound. It will go out of bounds into the hallway. Ref chasing that one down. Carvala now up to 16 points. Diaz did start the second half in favor of Ryan Dins. We'll see if that's something that we continue to see as we get into tomorrow's game. Here's Wallenk, flips it to Carvala, now finds Kreckman on the cut, and Kreckman cannot finish. Kreckman still scoreless today.
Kreckman coming off his best 2 games of the season. Like you said, scoreless so far.
Shot there is no good. Carvala cutting there. Can't quite finish. Drive there. Wallenk gets in between the pass and between Schaffner. Carvala flips ahead to Kreckman. Now they slow down to find Wallenk. Outside to Diaz. Diaz drives inside. Kicks to Erfurth. Through traffic. And scores. Diaz on the assist there. Alan Zelmer. Drives, kicks to Schaffner. Schaffner working on Wallenk. Now they give to Jack Fox. Fox guarded by Carvala. Here's Zelmer. They want Appel inside with Kreckman on him. Appel, a pretty big-bodied. 6'3's got to be wrong for Appel because he is just as tall as Henry Kreckman, about. And Kreck is 6'5 at least. Appel has got to be taller than 6'3. There's no way.
He's a big body too, stronger, a lot heavier than Henry Kreckman.
Shot three there is good from Schaffner. That one tipped. Erfurth can't keep control of it. Finds Appel on the steal. Ahead to Jack Fox. Swing from Zelmer back to Fox. Fox inside. Kicks to the corner there. That's Vinny Fox. Works right. Finds Appel. Appel's spinning. Gives back to Jack Fox. Fox gonna step out for a three and knock it through. Here is Diaz in transition. Gives to Kreckman. Finds Earth, back to Kreckman, back to Carvala. Jab step, works right, kicks to Erfurth in the corner. Erfurth not much of a shooter. Kreckman on the drive, loses. Tips to Erfurth, and Erfurth comes up with the steal there. Here's Diaz, wide open triple. No good. Little too open there. Here's Vinny Fox, kicks to the corner. Working is Zelmer. Zelmer spinning on Erfurth. Now gives to Preston Schaffner, who drives on Wallenk and fouled there before the shot. Hoffer in for Oregon. Drew Gunderson in for Edgerton. Din's also in. Wallenk and Carvala go to the bench, as well as Vinny Fox.
Mason Hoffer has not scored yet tonight, but he has 2 steals and a block to his name and a couple assists. He's been doing a lot of the dirty work like he's done all year long.
Here's Appel, can't finish the lay. Kreckman will run in transition. He'll hand to Hoffer. Now finds Dins on the kick from Diaz. Dins buries that laser three-pointer. Ryan Dins brings the lead back to 7. Here's Jack Fox working on Dins. They find Drew Gunderson. He works through Hoffer. Gunderson kicks on Erfurth. Tips that one out of bounds. That'll go off of Owen Zelmer. Sub here, Leighton McKillips will take the place of Jack Fox. Dins will bring it up. He finds Diaz. Diaz will get into the offense, finds Dins in the corner. Dins, another three, this time left short. Rebound contested out of bounds off of Mason Hoffer. It will go to Edgerton. Drive here, that one is no good. Out of bounds to Oregon. Bryce Appel can't come up with the rebound. Diaz will bring it up for Oregon here. Finds Crack now, back to Diaz. Jab step, loses all in Zelmer, but airballs the three. Shot there is good, Olin Zelmer. Back up to Diaz now for Oregon. Edgerton cuts the lead to 5. It's Erfurth. He drives baseline and flips that one up, no good. Diaz comes up with the rebound. Still being contested, Dins will now reset. Step out for a 3 and miss it. Kreckman, the follow though, is good with the left hand off glass. Timeout Oregon, full timeout as Carvela and Jack Fox wait to come back in.
And Henry Kreckman finally gets up on the board after a long await. Henry Kreckman has been playing so well over the last couple of weeks. He's averaging 9 and 9 now on the season. Nearly a double-double, and like you said earlier, Luke, back-to-back double-doubles for him.
First buzzer sounded there, now the second, and we'll get back to play here again as Jack Fox and Carvela come back in, as well as Hanneman into the game for Oregon. Diaz and Erfurth take a seat for the Panthers. It's going to be Olin Zelmer to bring it up here for Edgerton. He gets right into it with Leighton McKillips. McKillips had a relatively quiet game so far with 4. The drive and a foul as Schaffner will get to the line. That one against Carvela. Front end there is good. Second will also fall for Schaffner, who gets up to 10 points. Him and Zelmer lead the way for Edgerton, both tied with a team high of 10. Carvela leads the way for Oregon. He, I believe, has 16. Here is Kreckman. He finds Carvela. Carvela through contact and is fouled on the way up. Front end is good there. Second will also go through. Comes Zelmer for Edgerton. Brings it up, driving inside, and is fouled before the shot by Hanneman. Back look from Edgerton. They go right into Appel, and his shot high off the glass is good. Still a lot of time to go in the second half, and a foul there against Jack Fox. Diaz will check in for Hoffer here. Here is Diaz. Works right and finds Hanneman. Hanneman has not taken a shot yet, but has had some solid time. Here's Carvala with it. Jack Fox on him. Carvala swings to Diaz. Diaz kicks to Kreckman. They hand to Carvala. Spinning. Kicks to Hanneman. Hanneman finds Kreckman. And the drive by Diaz. And travel by Diaz. Costly turnover there.
Panthers have gone a long time without a basket.
That they have. 44-39. Panthers held only a 5-point lead now. As a shot and make there from Alan Zellmer off the dribble.
Edgerton has made a lot of those contested jump shots over the Panthers, and that's why this game is so close.
There's Kreckman, he finds Diaz. Now back to Kreckman, swing to Carvala, gonna try a three. Big shot, big make on Carvala. Up to 21 points.
His 4th-3 of the game after struggling mightily throughout the season. Good start for him.
Big start for sure. Shot three in the corner from Zellmer is good. He has 15 now. Here's Kreckman. He'll work right hand to Diaz. Diaz drives baseline, flipping it up with the left, no good, too strong. Zellmer in transition will go all the way to the basket, flipping it up with the right in the floater, no good. Kreckman the rebound. He runs to Diaz in transition, who finishes through a Appel and one. Hayden Diaz gets up to 14 points, gets the lead back to 5. Erfurth and Wallenk check in. Hanneman and Kreckman go to the bench. Drew Coombs and Cole Anger in. Preston Schaffner and Bryce Appel take a seat. It's good for Diaz there. Here is Coombs with it. He finds McKillips. McKillips working through Erfurth. Flips it up with the right. Tough finish on the runner late in McKillips. Up to 6 points. Carvala finds the trailing Wallenk. Now they go to Erfurth. Back to Carvala. He works right, hands to Diaz. Diaz inside through contact with the right. Can't go. Wallenk the follow. No good. Here comes Jack Fox for Edgerton. He ends off to Drew Coombs. Coombs works inside, steps through, forced to kick back out. Zellmer gonna trade. Deep three, no good. Bad miss there. Carvala comes with the rebound for Oregon. Wallenk will come set a screen. Jack Fox stays with him. Wallenk catches, spins, and can't finish. Follow is good though. Oh. Timeout Oregon as Wallenk falls over Cole Anger.
Grant Wallenk being active on the offensive glass over the last few possessions finally gets rewarded with a tough basket.
Wallenk up to 7 points now.
Edgerton continues to make these tough shots over this Panther defense that I feel like has played pretty well so far today, but Oregon just continuing to answer back.
Olin Zellmer leading the way with 15 for Edgerton. Juan Carvala with 21 for Oregon, Diaz with 15. Other than that, it's Kreckman with 2, Wallenk with 7. Diaz and Carvala doing all the work for Oregon. Here's Olin Zellmer. Dump off to Jack Fox. Back to Zellmer. He's going to pull up from the mid-range. Bad miss. Air ball there for Olin Zellmer. Not a good look.
Zellmer got landed on too, kind of looked a little shaky running back up the floor.
This Carvela through traffic is fouled on the floor.
Olin Zellmer limping off the floor. Not what you want to see for Edgerton.
Schaffner in. Zellmer checking out his ankle. Diaz will get it in there first. Now they find Wallenk. Wallenk, right hand, it's good. Grant Wallenk lays it in. Here is Schaffner. They swing across to McKillips. McKillips got to get going now that Zellmer's off the floor. Here is McKillips. Tough move, misses, but is fouled. Schaffner will hand here to McKillips. Pull up in the mid-range. McKillips buries it. Leighton McKillips. Again, these Edgerton Crimson Tide just knocking down tough shot after tough shot.
That's what Reese Carvela would say. That was tough.
Here's Vaughn Carvela, another three. Buries the triple. Up to 24 points.
5 for 6 for 3 for Vaughn, I believe. Just an absolute outstanding showing, excuse me.
Now Carvela will run in transition. Vaughn Carvela to the rack. Lays it in, but is fouled on the floor first. Edgerton still with 1 to give. That one on Coombs. Drew Gunderson in, Mason Hoffer in. As Coombs goes to the bench, Dins goes to the bench. Bryce Appel back in for Cole Langer. Hoffer will inbound to Diaz. Panther lead is 9, their biggest of the night. Diaz works baseline and tough with the right hand. Caden Diaz up to 17 points. Here's Preston Schaffner working with Diaz. These two know each other very well. AAU teammates for Wisconsin Academy. Carvela swatting Jack Fox. Yeah, Caden Diaz, Preston Schaffner matched up now. As I said, these two very familiar with each other for the last couple of years. Here's McKillop's mistake, and that'll be a backcourt violation. Timeout Edgerton, 30-second timeout as the Panthers take an 11-point lead. Commanding lead right now for the Panthers.
They're just finding the open looks, and they're just making them, Luke. That's all it is, and that's why they've been able to extend their lead to 11 points.
Caden Diaz and Vaughn Carvela doing it all for the Panthers today. 41 of the Panthers' 59 points can be spoken for.
Like you said, they just complement each other so well. So good to see Caden Diaz back in the lineup after missing 5 games due to an ankle injury they suffered just 3 minutes into the season opener at Stoughton.
Erfurth will give in to Diaz here to start the possession for Oregon. A couple of refs talking over the scoring table. Checking perhaps a clock issue, perhaps a foul issue. Edgerton with none to give now. Will be free throws the rest of the way for Oregon. Erfurth passes in Diaz. Clock will start now with 6:45 to go in the game. Wallenk working, had Carvalho on the back cut. Instead they find Erfurt. He hands to Diaz. Back to Erfurt, finds Wallenk again. On the swing to Diaz. Diaz works, kicks, finds Hoffer. The drive from Hoffer, he's swatted away. In transition, that one is tipped.
Mason Hoffer, second block of the game.
Finally, Panthers, Mason Hoffer. Carvalho in transition, what a Euro step lay-in. Going from the three-point line to the basket in just 2 steps. Gets himself up to 26 points, skying there. And Hoffer commits the violation. Front end here from Gunderson is good. Now the second will fall. Puts them both through, cuts the lead to 11. Olin Zelmer back in now, takes Gunderson out. Carvalho will bring it up, he finds Wallenk. They go to Diaz, he works right, finds Wallenk. Hands to Carvalho, kick to the corner, Hoffer, shot 3, no good. Carvalho, the offensive board, is fouled on the floor, but it'll be a 1-and-1, and Carvalho a bit shaking up on that ankle, but he looks to be all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say down at the other end there in the last possession, he looked like he took a kind of an awkward fall. I held my breath up here for a second, but he looks to be okay.
Hoffer will check out, Kreckman will come on back. 1-on-1 opportunity. Carvalho puts the first one through. Second now for Carvalho, also falls. Gets himself up to 28 now. Panthers trying to get 3 players in double digits again. Wallenk just needs 1. Shot 3 from Schaffner, no good. Kreckman the rebound, so Kreckman gonna finish over 10 rebounds again. I'd say Henry has about as good of a chance as anyone to be leading the Badger Conference in rebounds at the end of the year.
Yeah, well, he already is currently, so.
And with what he's doing on the court right now, I don't see that changing. Zelmer kicks out, shot 3 is good for Leighton McKillips. Edgerton gets their 4th scorer in double digits. 4 of their 5 starters now in double digits with Schaffner, McKillips, Zelmer, and Fox all within 10 or more. The handoff here for Carvalho. He swings back to Kreckman. Now Carvalho receives at the right wing. Fox on inside to Erfurt. Scoop lay. They're not going to count the shot because Kreckman jumped up and tapped it. I think it would have gone in. So 2 free throws coming. Kreckman sells the and one. Front end no good. .433 to go, 10-point Panther lead in the bonus. Erfurt knocks through the second. So Panthers get 1 instead of a potential 3. 11-point lead. Here's Zelmer with it. He hands to Jack Fox. Fox dribbles that one off of his own heel. Now dribble drive from McKillips. Back to Fox through contact. Kicks outside. Zelmer's 3 is good. Zelmer up to 18 now.
Another tough shot by Zelmer. He's been draining those all night.
Been the star for Edgerton so far. Almost came up with a steal there. Instead, Diaz does collect. Finds Erfurt, hands to Kreckman. Kreckman, a quiet night, only 2 points. Steps through and is fouled. Presumably by Leighton McKillips. that one on a Pell. 1-1 here for Kreckman. Misses the front end. Jack Fox will get the rebound. They find Schaffner. Schaffner loses Carvala, but does give to Zelmer. Now they find Appel. Working is Fox. He kicks outside, back to Zelmer. Now dump off again to Appel. He works on Kreckman, flips it to the right. It's good. Lead now down to 6 for Oregon.
Edgerton just scratching and clawing themselves back into this game, hitting all these tough, contested shots.
Erfurth had a good back cut look there. Now they dump off to him in the corner. Back to Kreckman it goes. They'll work, give to Carvala. Another good look from 3 and another make. Vaughn Carvala up to 31.
Vaughn Carvala coming into this game shooting only 15% from 3.
Now he's like 6 for 8
6 for
tonight.
7 or 6 for 8 tonight.
Almost a miscue there for the Crimson Tide. Zelmer does come up with it. Carvala his season high. Shot 3's no good there for Schaffner. Wallach comes up with it to Kreckman. So yeah, Carvala has season high with 31 now.
Must be the new shoes, Luke.
Apparently. Here's Carvala again. Heat check triple is good. On Carvala 7 for 9 from 3. Timeout. 34 Carvala points. Cole, what's Vaughn's career high? Do you know?
I do not know. I think that might be it right there.
That might just be. I mean, I remember maybe a 30 ball in the youth night game last year.
I believe he had 24 or 27 maybe in the youth night game last season. Because I believe Evan Miles still led them in scoring. I could be mistaken though.
About to do the research. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be the same 5. It's going to be Zelmer to bring it up. Panther lead right back to 12. Carvala surging. It's Zelmer just going to pull up and miss. Kreckman collects the rebound. Oh, and he's hit in the face there by Leighton McKillips, so Kreckman will shoot 1-1.
Maybe a little bit of a flop there by Kreckman, but he wants to get to the line. Only 2 points on the day for him. Get his scoring back up.
Misses the front end. Second free throw coming now. Misses that as well, so still just 2 points for Kreckman. Dribble drive there from McKillips. Forces it back out to Jack Fox. Now back to McKillips. Going to try a deep 3. Does not go. Off the shot clock, out of bounds. Double bonus now for Oregon. 10 Edgerton team fouls in half number 2. It's a 12-point Panther lead.
Well, Luke, I think it's going to be kind of hard now with just a minute 50 remaining, but I would love to see Vaughn Carvala get 40.
Yeah. We'll need 6 to do it. 2 more threes.
Possessions like that won't help.
Tipped out of bounds. We'll stay with the Crimson Tide. Carvala, man, what a night. 7 for 9 from the 3-point line. Needed a night like this to get that percentage back up to where we knew it could be. Here is Schaffner working on him. Pulls up in the mid-range and airballs that one. Ugly shot. Carvala running in transition. Diaz did not see the pass, does collect it now. Runs baseline, finds Wallach. What a find to Carvala. Goes baseline, tries to reward Wallach, and Wallach hits the deck. Kreckman keeps it with Oregon. Through to Carvala. Carvala catches, goes baseline. Through traffic! What a slam and one. Just put Owen Zelmer on a poster.
Oh my goodness. Vaughn Carvala.
Vaughn Carvala.
He's been so close to a poster like that over the last few nights, and he's rewarded with one there.
Oh my God. Panthers will empty the bench now. Hans Kiesaw, Caden Dixon, Nick Jacob, Noah Lazowski, Xander Lazowski will wait for Vaughn Carvala to hopefully put this one through. Would put him at 37. And he does. Vaughn Carvala, a 37-point performance.
Wow.
Believe that is a career high, and what a finish to put the stamp on it. A poster dunk. My goodness. 15-point Panther lead. Now Edgerton will also empty their bench. Next stoppage. Zelmer flips that one up off the high glass and good. 20 points. Edgerton will take a sub timeout here. Benno Backhouse into the game. Let's see here, Edgerton, who they're going to get into the game. All right, here we go. Benno Backhouse, Mitchell Coombs, Charlie Johnson, Eli Kittleson, and one unlisted player. Kiesaw cannot come up with that one. They're still battling for it, and Eli Kittleson comes up with it. In transition, he goes. Lazowski trailing, tipped out of bounds. It'll go to Oregon. Nick Jacob, who we've seen getting some valuable minutes for the Panthers, did not do so tonight. Finds Xander Lazowski, kicks in the corner. Hans Kiesaw's triple is an air ball. Last 30 seconds here. Gonna get a couple out of the bench guys some minutes. Kittleson hands off here. The drive from number 30 for Edgerton. Back to Kittleson. He drives, baseline, flips that one up and good. Eli Kittleson. Here's Xander Lazowski playing the point. A little move there from Xander. I didn't know he had that in his bag. Kittleson in transition here will finish with the right hand. And that will do it. Panthers get a W in the first of two Christmas tournament games. Edgerton, their second loss of the year given to them, and Carvala puts a stamp on his 37-point performance with a poster dunk. So, 1 of 4 done for me and Cole. Cole, you want to have any thoughts here on the night?
I don't know. I'm just so excited, man. Vaughn Carvala, 37 points. This Panther team is rolling. 6 of their last 7 games have ended in a victory, and they are now 6-3 on the season.
Yeah, winning 5 of their last 6. Panthers just doing it all here lately. Only loss in their last 6 games was to Wanakee. Of course, 2 non-conference games in this Christmas tournament, but 2 tune-up games that should be against solid opponents. We saw the first one. Edgerton is a good team. The Panthers playing one of their most full-together games of the year, finishing that one up 73-64. Well, our next OCA Media broadcast is going to be coming tonight, 7:05 pregame, as your Lady Panthers take on the Westosha Central Falcons. And then tomorrow we'll have 2 more for you. But for now, I have been Luke Marx alongside me, Cole Krueger. Thank you, Ben George, for the camera work. We'll see you guys later tonight.